Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our podcast. I'm Sophie, and I'm here with Leo, as always. How are you today?
Hi, everyone. I'm doing okay, thank you. A little tired, but in a good way. You know, that kind of tired that comes from a full day.
I know that feeling so well. Today, we want to talk about something very simple, but also very important. We want to talk about a normal day in your life.
Yes, because many people think their day is boring or not special. But a normal day can tell us a lot about who we are and how we feel.
Exactly! From the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep, there are many small moments. Some are stressful, some are calm, and some are quietly happy.
And when we talk about these small moments, we often feel less alone. We start to see that other people live in a similar way.
That's why we want this episode to feel warm and real, like a friendly talk after a long day.
If you enjoy this kind of conversation, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us and makes us happy.
Yes, thank you for being here with us. So let's start. What does a normal day really look like?
For me, a normal day usually starts early. I wake up before my alarm most days, and I stay in bed for a few minutes. I look at the ceiling and think about the day. Sometimes I feel calm, and sometimes I feel a little heavy inside.
I do that too. Those first minutes in bed can feel very quiet, but also very loud in your head. I often think about what I need to do and how much time I have.
Yes! Time is the first thing I think about. I ask myself if the day will feel slow or fast. Then I get up, make my bed, and go to the kitchen.
Making the bed sounds simple, but it really helps. When my bed is tidy, I feel like my day starts in a better way. I usually make coffee right after that.
Coffee is important for me too. I love the smell in the morning. It feels like a small promise that the day's starting. I drink it slowly and check my phone.
Checking the phone can be a dangerous habit. Sometimes I see messages or news that make me feel stressed before the day even begins.
That happens to me too. I try to stop myself, but it's not easy. Some mornings I succeed, and some mornings I don't.
I feel the same. After that, I get ready for work. I choose simple clothes and don't think too much about it. I just want to feel comfortable.
Comfort is important. When I feel comfortable, I feel more like myself. Then I leave the house and start my commute.
The commute is a big part of a normal day. I usually listen to music or a podcast. It helps me change from home mode to work mode.
I like that idea, home mode and work mode. On the way to work, I often look at people around me. Everyone looks busy, but also quiet.
Yes, and you never really know what kind of day they will have. Someone may look calm, but inside they feel nervous.
Exactly. When I arrive at work, I say hello to my coworkers and sit down at my desk. The first hour is usually slow for me.
The first hour is hard for many people. I need time to warm up my mind. I read emails and make a small list of tasks.
Making a list helps me too. Even a short list makes me feel more in control. It's like telling myself, you can do this.
That's a nice way to say it. During the day, I have moments when I feel focused and moments when I feel tired. It goes up and down.
My energy also changes a lot. Sometimes I work well, and sometimes I just stare at the screen. When that happens, I take a short break.
Taking a break is important. I used to feel guilty about it, but now I see it as part of the work. Even a few minutes can help.
I agree. Around lunchtime, I usually feel hungry and a little tired. I eat something simple and try not to rush.
Lunch is a small pause in the day. I like to sit somewhere quiet if I can. It helps me breathe and reset.
Reset is a good word.
It means you stop for a moment and start again with a bit more energy.
Yes, exactly. After lunch, the day feels different. Sometimes it feels long, and sometimes it goes by fast without notice.
In the afternoon, I often think about the evening. I think about going home and resting. That thought keeps me going.
That happens to me too. Knowing that the day will end gives me comfort. It reminds me that hard moments don't last forever.
When work ends, I feel a mix of relief and tiredness. I pack my bag and leave, trying not to think about tomorrow yet.
That's a good habit. I try to leave work at work, but it doesn't always work. Some thoughts follow me home.
Same here. On the way home, I try to slow down. I walk a little slower or listen to calm music.
Slowing down is something we forget to do. A normal day is full of movement, but rest is part of it too.
When I get home, I change my clothes right away. It's a small sign that the day is changing again.
I love that moment. Comfortable clothes, a quiet room, and no rush. It feels like a deep breath.
In the evening, I usually eat dinner and talk with my family or friends. Even a short talk makes the day feel complete.
Talking helps a lot. Sharing small things from the day makes them feel lighter. Even a normal day deserves to be shared.
Before sleep, I think about the day again. I think about what went well and what was hard.
I do the same, and I remind myself that tomorrow is another normal day, and that is okay.
Yes, a normal day is not boring. It's real, and it's enough.
When you think about it, the middle of the day often shows how we really feel. In the morning, we have energy, and at night, we rest. But the middle is where life really happens.
I agree. That's when stress can show up, but also small wins. Sometimes I finish a task and feel proud, even if it was a small thing.
Those small wins matter a lot. I remember days when one simple task felt very hard, and finishing it gave me relief. It was like saying, okay, I'm still moving.
I feel the same. There are days when my mind feels full and worry about many things at once. On those days, I try to do one thing at a time.
That helps me too. When I try to do everything at once, I feel lost. But when I slow down and focus on one thing, the day feels kinder.
Kinder is a good word. A normal day is not perfect, but it can be kind if we let it.
Yes, and sometimes kindness comes from other people. A short smile from a coworker or a friendly message can change my mood.
That happens to me too. Once a coworker asked me if I was okay, just like that. It was simple, but it made me feel seen.
Feeling seen is important. Many adults feel invisible during their busy days. We do our work, go home, and repeat.
That routine can feel heavy, but sometimes I remind myself that routine also gives safety. I know what to expect.
I like that idea. Routine can feel boring, but it can also feel stable. When life feels uncertain, a normal day can calm us.
Exactly. In the afternoon, when I feel tired, I sometimes take a deep breath and look out the window, even for a few seconds.
Looking outside helps me too. The sky, the trees, or even the street remind me that the world is bigger than my worries.
And worries are part of a normal day. I worry about work, money, and sometimes about the future.
Me too. Worry often comes quietly. It doesn't shout, but it stays. I try not to fight it too much. I just notice it.
Noticing instead of fighting sounds gentle. I usually try to push worry away, but it often comes back stronger.
That's why I try a different way. I tell myself, okay, I feel worried now, and that's fine. It doesn't fix everything, but it helps a little.
That happens to me too. When I accept my feelings, they don't disappear, but they feel lighter.
After work, the day slowly changes again. The light outside changes and the pace becomes slower.
I love that moment. It feels like the day is saying goodbye. Even if it was a hard day, the evening brings a softer feeling.
In the evening, I try to do something just for myself. Sometimes it's reading, sometimes it's just sitting quietly.
I try to do that too, but I don't always succeed. Some evenings I feel too tired to enjoy anything.
That's okay too. Rest does not always mean doing something nice. Sometimes rest means doing nothing at all.
I like that. Doing nothing still has value. We don't need to fill every moment.
Exactly. A normal day does not need to be productive all the time. We are humans, not machines.
When I think about my evenings, I notice how small habits shape my mood. If I rush, I feel tense. If I slow down, I feel calmer.
Small habits really matter. Even simple things like washing your face slowly or making tea can change the feeling of the evening.
Tea is my favorite evening habit. The warm cup in my hands makes me feel safe.
That sounds lovely. For me, it's soft music. It tells my body that the day is ending.
Music can do that so well. It's like a bridge between the busy day and quiet night.
Before sleep, I sometimes think about what I did right that day. Not big things, just small ones.
I try to do that too. It helps me feel less hard on myself. Even on bad days, there is usually something okay.
Yes, like getting out of bed or finishing work or just being kind to someone.
Those things count. A normal day is full of small efforts that we forget to notice.
And when we notice them, the day feels more meaningful.
I think many people listen to us now and think, my day sounds like that too.
That's the point. We are not alone in our normal days.
And sharing these stories makes normal days feel a little warmer.
I agree. Talking about daily life reminds us that it's okay to be ordinary.
Ordinary can still be full of feeling, growth, and quiet strength.
Something else I notice in a normal day is how our mood can change without a clear reason. I can wake up feeling fine and later feel low for no big reason.
That happens to me too. Sometimes I ask myself, why do I feel like this? And I don't find an answer.
And not having an answer can feel uncomfortable. We often want a clear reason for our feelings.
Yes, but feelings don't always follow logic. A normal day can bring emotions we did not plan.
I've learned to be a bit more patient with that. When my mood drops, I try not to judge myself too fast.
I like that idea. I often judge myself and think I should feel better, but that only adds pressure.
Pressure makes everything heavier. A normal day already has enough weight with extra judgment.
True. During the day, small things can affect my mood a lot. A kind word lifts me up, and a short problem can bring me down.
The same happens to me. That's why I try to protect my energy. I don't react to everything right away.
That's not easy. I often react first and think later, but I'm trying to change that.
Trying is already a step. We don't need to change everything in one day.
Exactly. In a normal day, we also make mistakes. I forget things, I say the wrong words, or I miss a chance.
Mistakes are part of being human. I remind myself that one mistake does not define the whole day.
I like that. Sometimes I let one bad moment ruin everything else.
That happens to many people. But if we pause and breathe, we can stop that spiral.
Breathing sounds simple, but it really helps. Even one deep breath can change the moment.
Yes, it brings you back to now, and now is usually okay, even if the day feels messy.
When the day is messy, I try to lower my expectations. I tell myself, today is a simple day.
Lowering expectations can bring peace. Not every day needs to be special or successful.
That's an important thought. Social media often shows perfect days, and that can feel heavy.
I feel that too. When I see perfect pictures, I sometimes forget that real life looks different.
Real life has tired faces, quiet evenings, and unfinished tasks, and that's normal.
Any normal. In the evening, when I slow down, I often think about what I need.
What kind of things do you notice?
Sometimes I need rest. Sometimes I need connection. And sometimes I just need silence.
Silence is powerful. I used to be afraid of it, but now I see it as space to breathe.
Silence helps us hear ourselves. During the day, there is so much noise.
That's true. A normal day is full of sounds, messages, and tasks. Silence balances that.
Before bed, I often look back at the day and think, I did my best with what I had.
That sentence feels kind. Saying, I did my best, changes the way I see the day.
It does. It moves us from blame to understanding.
And understanding helps us sleep better. When my mind is calm, my body follows.
Sleep is such an important part of a normal day. Without good rest, everything feels harder.
Yes, sleep resets us. Even after a hard day, sleep gives a new start.
I like thinking of sleep as a soft ending, not a reward we must earn.
That's a nice way to see it. We deserve rest just because we are human.
Exactly. When the day ends, I try to be gentle with myself.
Me too. A normal day may not shine, but it carries us forward.
And many normal days together slowly build a life.
A quiet, real, and meaningful life.
When I think about a normal day, I realize that it is not made of big moments, but of many small choices that slowly shape how I feel and how I move through my life.
I feel the same, because when you look closely, a normal day is really a long story made of simple actions that seem unimportant at first, but together they create meaning.
Yes, like choosing to get up even when you feel tired, choosing to answer kindly even when you feel stressed, or choosing to rest instead of pushing yourself too hard.
Those choices are quiet and nobody claps for them, but they take effort and they show strength in a very calm way.
I think many adults forget to see that strength in themselves because they compare their lives to others or to an idea of what life should look like.
That comparison can make a normal day feel small, even when it is actually full of effort, care, and responsibility.
Exactly. And when I remind myself that a normal day means I showed up, did what I could, and stayed present, it starts to feel enough.
Enough is a powerful word because it tells us that we do not need to add more or be more just to deserve peace.
During the day, I often think about how many roles we play without even noticing, like worker, friend, partner, parent, or simply a person trying to get through the day.
And switching between those roles takes energy, even if it looks easy from the outside, which is why a normal day can feel tiring in a deep way.
That deep tiredness is not always about the body, but about the mind holding many thoughts, plans, worries, and feelings at the same time.
Yes, and when the day ends, I sometimes feel proud, not because I did something special, but because I stayed steady through all of that.
Staying steady is not exciting, but it is meaningful because it keeps life moving forward when things feel unclear or heavy.
I think a normal day teaches us patience because progress often comes quietly, without big signs or clear moments of success.
And patience is something we learn slowly, day by day, especially when life does not change as fast as we hope.
That's true. And when I look back, I see that many good things in my life were built during very normal days that I almost forgot.
The days where nothing special happened, but habits were formed, relationships were kept alive, and trust in myself slowly grew.
I like that idea because it means today matters, even if it feels plain or routine.
It matters because today is part of your story, and stories are not made only of exciting chapters.
Some chapters are quiet, slow, and simple, but without them, the story would not feel real or complete.
When people say their life feels stuck, I often think they are actually standing in a normal day, waiting for something big to happen.
And sometimes what they need is not a big change, but a softer way of seeing the day they are already living.
Seeing value in small moments like a calm morning, a safe home, a kind message, or a peaceful evening.
Those moments may not feel dramatic, but they give life balance and keep us grounded.
Before sleep, I try to thank the day quietly, even if it was hard, because it carried me from morning to night.
I do that too, and it helps me let go of the day instead of carrying it into tomorrow.
Letting go is important because each normal day deserves to end without heavy judgment.
And when we wake up again, we get another normal day, which is actually another chance to live gently and honestly.
I hope people listening can see their own days with more kindness after this conversation.
Yes, because a normal day is not something to escape from, but something to understand and respect.
And when you respect your normal days, you slowly build a life that feels calmer and more real.
A life where you do not rush past yourself, but walk with yourself one normal day at a time.